Hey friends, Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, man, this literally does not work. I'm sitting out here waiting for the snow to come. They're calling for 5 to 8 inches of snow tomorrow and then turning into rain, and they've already canceled school. They've already closed the federal government, and it looks like it's going to be a work from home day. So fortunately, I got some plywood and got cabinets and things I got to build, so we're going to be working on that stuff. Now I'm wearing my Doomsday Defense shirt. And I got to tell you, for the first time in a long time, our defense actually played like the good old Doomsday defenses. And recent history has been, our defense has been the redheaded stepchild of the Dallas Cowboys, where we literally had to protect them by keeping them off the field. The offense was the big brother that took care of the defense. But this year, that changed. That defense was taking care of the offense, especially the first half of the season. That defense was keeping them in games. And nobody was a bigger part of that than DeMarcus Lawrence. DeMarcus Lawrence got franchise tagged and basically was a prove it last year. And you can understand that because DeMarcus Lawrence, his rookie year, he got a couple of sacks in the playoffs, nothing during the year, he was injured. His second year, he had 8 sacks. His third year, he had a PED suspension, 1 sack, and a back surgery. And then all of a sudden you saw, boom, great season. And we've seen that kind of stuff happen before. We saw Jason Hatcher, who typically had 3 or 4 sacks a season, turn around and have 11 sacks one year, get a big contract, go to the Washington Redskins, and then go back to the 3 or 4 sacks. So for the Dallas Cowboys, they're like, hey, thank you, great season, but we're not quite sure that which DeMarcus Lawrence we have. So how about we go ahead and give you the average of the top 5 pass rushers in the league and see. And DeMarcus Lawrence was a soldier. Hey, I'll be happy to take that. I will gamble on myself because I believe I am the real deal. And I'm going to go out there and prove it. Now, he didn't have as many sacks, but that's because he garnered a lot more attention. But he is one of the top players in the NFL, without a doubt. And he's now done it in back-to-back seasons and stayed healthy. So DeMarcus Lawrence has put the edict out there that, listen, I worked for you last year on that 1-year deal. I see what Khalil Mack and Aaron Donald and these guys are getting. I will not sign a franchise tag this year. I will not. Now, we've only seen one person go through and not sign that tag and show up, and that's Le'Veon Bell. But I think the Dallas Cowboys realize how important D-Law is to that defense. And finding great pass rushers is not something that you can do easily. I look at the Raiders and say, what the hell were you thinking getting rid of Khalil Mack? It's not like it was DeMarcus Ware who was getting long in the tooth. Khalil Mack is still a young guy. And I got to tell you, that is one of those things that I'm sure they're going to look back and regret, just like letting go of Amari Cooper. I understand what the Raiders are trying to do. They look at it as, we need to try and get as many assets as we can so we can go ahead and start the process of rebuilding, because what we got right now is not going to win a Super Bowl. And there's a lot of teams out there that need to look at it that way. The Washington Redskins are one of those right now. The Washington Redskins need to just tear that whole thing apart and look at drafting a quarterback and getting as many picks as they can, because throwing more money at another journeyman quarterback or, a potential thumb in the dike to try and hold them through, it's just not working. The Giants are another team that are that way. But our Dallas Cowboys, I believe, are close. And I believe that this year could be the year. And I know everybody's going to say, you're a homer, what else are you going to say? But I honestly believe you get these guys taken care of, you get them happy, you get them wanting to take care of this team and to show you guys how good we are. I think they can go a long way ways, a really long ways. So that's all I got to say about that. Except, Jerry, get that deal done. Get it out of the way and figure out how much more money we have to spend on some other guys, because I still believe you need to go get Earl. So you get this long-term deal done with D-Law. Make it team friendly the first year or two, so that way you can go ahead and get that money on Earl Thomas for about a 2-year deal. I think we're in good shape. So as always, friends, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing. Right now, it's time to turn out the lights. Whew. If I can get up, because this party's over. If I could give you guys any word of advice, don't get old. It sucks. Nothing worse than back and knee pains. I'll see you guys soon.